Hear me? Can you hear me, my friends? Yeah, that's the thing. I don't have a feedback loop here. I don't hear anything right here. But welcome to the show, I guess, because it feels a lot like it is a show tonight. It feels like it's a party, actually. So if anybody can hear me or not hear me, you know what to do. First of all, subscribe. First of all, and second of all, my friends. Chat box, my friends. The chat box is where the party's starting. And we're just going to wait until a few more people are here. Just let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me, if there's some other issues. Basically, yo, what's up, my people? Fortnite is trash. Yeah, that, I've never played that. I don't have time for that. I'm busy, working, creating a business and building a business. All right, so what's up, people? Yo, faint money. No, faint moe. Some days are worse than others in terms of reading skills. I'm just kidding, of course. Hey, fancy art. Hey, Gizzy. Hey, JMPRZ. You guys have hard to pronounce names, It should be flowing. But then again, who am I to tell? Awesome, people. So here's what's happening in this grateful day, in this very, depending on where you are. First of all, I want to know, where are you at right now? Are you in the US? Are you in Europe? Or are you in the other side of the world, which I don't have a name for right now? Asia, for example. Russia, whatever. Let me know. Grow the gram, forget Fortnite. That's actually true, Canada. Oh, that's amazing, because last time I did this live stream about a month ago, I was streaming at a time when all of the American people were at sleep, and they were all messaging me afterwards. They were like, why would you do that? But, to be honest, I just didn't want to. Sometimes I just don't want to in the evening, because here it's evening. I don't even know what the time it is. 6 p.m. Welcome, party poopers. We're just gonna wait a little bit more. Czech Republic, Prague. Very interesting city, by the way. Had a lot of stuff happening there. You probably don't want to know. I want to tell you, but I'm 100% sure they're gonna ban my stream. Plus, they're gonna demonetize me. Oh, just me saying that, it's probably bad. A lot of weird shit happening in Prague. India, my friend, never been there. 2 people from India. UK, I need to go there. I've been there a lot as a kid, to be honest. Yo, Germany, my friends, Frankfurt. Oh, Trinidad, amazing. Austria. Anybody here from Austria? That's kind of weird, because I actually feel like, there's not so many Austrian people here, just based on my analytics. Am I sharp, by the way? I mean, not that I can't do anything about it, because actually I'm just by myself. I don't have an assistant today, which is why this whole thing is just a little bit winging it. Cologne! Oh man, Cologne. I wanna go. I've never been to Cologne. I'm in Berlin a lot. I'm in Munich. I've been a lot lately in the past year. Cologne, never been there. Wanted to go. A friend of mine has a TV thing in Cologne every week or something. They have like TV studios or something like this. Yo, I am life of dreads. Yeah, Prague is crazy. It is really crazy. California, my friend. Some people might probably not know that, but I spent a lot of time there. We're in California. I just love to know. I just love to know get to know all of you a little bit better here, actually. Because I like it. Because I like sitting here pretending it's a late night show, kind of, in a way. Maybe we're going to do it, by the way. Let's do a late night show. I don't know what kind of late night show, though. Maybe we're going to see. Maybe we're going to have some people connect in future episodes. I would love to do that, actually. Can you, by the way, do you hear me? This is not just a prop. This is real. This is the real deal. Okay. And it already starts, my friends. I already have to bail you guys out of the comment section. Ryo Bamfield. Why do I have to bail your comment out? It's nothing against the guidelines. Sometimes YouTube is weird. Okay, one thing right now, before we start this whole thing, my friends. The first thing being, it could be that the camera's cutting out. You know? Could be. I have no idea. It could be that the battery goes out, whatever. If that happens, wait for 2 minutes. I might be back. If not, we're gonna see each other in a couple of days. Before we actually, let me tell you how this whole thing's gonna look like tonight. First of all, we're just gonna do some Q&A. I figured I've never done that live, actually. If you got some questions about growing your personal brand, about building a business based around it, growing your agency, your Instagram growth, the monetization part, because lately I've been trying to, teach you a lot more about that part, because, frankly, without money, you can't get far. Just stuff about that. Ask me questions about that, whatever it is, basically. I'm here to help you. Naturally I can tell you a lot about exactly the way that I do it, the way that I did it. And the bailing out is starting again. YouTube algorithms are kind of weird sometimes. Okay, music only. I guess if you keep spamming, the YouTube thing is going to... I'm not even doing it. Probably the YouTube thing. How's it going? Okay. Hey, sir, I'm from India. Hey, sir, back. Oh, it's so fast. I can't read it. Okay, literally any advice for starting a YouTube channel, and this is actually something that we talk a lot about in my mentorship in the Influencer Academy, which is closed right now, by the way. So sorry for all of you who want to get in. But yeah, this is actually a huge question to start off with. Starting a YouTube channel. What do you say you make? You say you make vines and roast people. Here's the thing, my friend. What do you roast? Do you have a specific topic in mind? Do you really have your niche down or niche down? Because chances are, if you start off, and here's one truth actually here. No, first of all, the algorithm doesn't know you. I'm sorry. The algorithm doesn't care, and not only the algorithm doesn't care, the people don't care. They don't give a shit about you, which is, why would anybody care about you roasting somebody? Why are you entitled to roast people? It's not funny, I mean, okay, right now I'm going to do it. I'm roasting a couple of you today, I guess. It's just because I already have a viewership, a base that's kind of interested in what I do. But, if you start out, totally forget these things. People they don't care. Instead, focus on something, something that people, for example, search for. SEO optimization in terms of YouTube is actually a huge thing that's going to help you out a lot, and stuff like that. So, my friend, you can give mods and they bail comments. Faint Moe, you want to be a mod? I'm just going to make you a mod right now. I hope you're not going to do anything weird. Yay. Right. We're not going to start with the reviewing phase yet, because there's a lot of questions coming in, actually. By the way, Faint Moe, you're the mod right now. That's just how it happens. Fortunately, it's not paid. Sorry for that. Maybe next time. Okay. Okay, Faint Moe, and I'm gonna answer your question right now. Do you know what can cut your reach? I don't spam or anything. I just didn't post for 3 days, and my reach cut for like 70%. Here's the thing: you can never answer that like a definitive answer. You can't say you did this probably or this, and this is why your reach is cut. It really depends on actually what you did. Did you log into any software? Did you use any bots? Did you use the story viewer technique? Even though we don't see that much of a compromise thing if people were using it in terms of them getting shadow banned or stuff like that. But still, or and speaking of that, actually, one thing that I've noticed though is that general engagement has gone down a little bit. If I look at my clients' accounts, for example. And I believe that is because, the story viewer thing is just not working. And there might have been a lot more people doing that on your story than you might think, actually. But whenever there's something happening, like, the reach is cut down, I feel like it's not going anywhere, stuff like this. Um, you gotta ask yourself a couple of questions. First of all, is my content really good, or is my content not as good as usually, or maybe my content just sucks? This is the question that you should ask you the most, because in the end, it's all about that. For example, if you want to attract clients with your Instagram profile, you want to cut your content just based around exactly what those clients want, exactly how they're gonna get value out of it, stuff like that. And you kind of want to track what's happening across the board. You kind of want to see which pieces of content work better or not. Basically, that's it. The other thing that you're gonna have to ask yourself is, maybe, just maybe, these vanity metrics and stuff like that, they kind of lie to you. And by the way, you should never get hung up on likes and how many followers you have and stuff like this. But meaning, for example, in the Influencer Academy, we have the spreadsheet, which, by the way, maybe I'll give you all guys for free if you stay until the end of this podcast. It's not a podcast, whatever. It's a podcast right now as well. And basically, it's a sheet where you track all of what happens and what works. And one thing that I've noticed actually tells a lot more about how the content is perceived and how well the content is performing is not tracking your engagement rate or not your likes, but actually tracking the reach to likes ratio, for example. Because, of course, the algorithm kind of is responsible for how the reach that you get. So if you don't get that much reach, but you get, let's say you have 2,000 people reached and you have like 200 likes, and usually you reach 6,000 people, but usually you have 300 likes, and and you feel like, damn, I have like 100 likes less than usual. But if you kind of compare it and see, okay, based upon the reach, actually my reach to like ratio is pretty low, which means good. There might be some other issue and your content is still good. Just to put that out there, we have a spreadsheet in there in my academy program. If you're good kids, I'm gonna give that to you at the end of the stream. If not, remind me, because I tend to forget things a lot. Okay, so many things going, so many things happening. What do you do when your health score is fucked? I'm just gonna say it. I hope I'm not gonna trigger the algorithm here. Basically, with health score, you probably mean this, what I call it. I had a name for it. Trust score. And for anybody of you who don't know what that is, it's basically, we're talking about Instagram, based upon what kind of things you do. You log in with a different phone from a different country that's also been logged in with a lot of other accounts. You get flagged. You connect through a proxy, for example, that's kind of flagged. They know that you're kind of a spammer or something like this. If you do excessive follow and follow, if you log into these weird third-party analytics apps, you might get your health score or trust score lowered. If you have a lot of ghost followers, for example, you get your trust score lowered, because you just have to think it like that. Always, when you ask yourself this question, always think about Instagram. What are you actually worth for the platform? What do you bring to the table? Because of course everybody's just in it for themselves. Plus everybody's just in it for the money, especially Instagram, of course. And meaning, if you follow 7,000 people, Instagram pretty much knows that they can't serve all of your followers to you just because it's too much. So it means, you're kind of bad for the platform itself, which means, the advertising thing doesn't work as well, because, they can't put 3-4 ads in it, or like a lot of ads in it all the time. Plus, if you have a lot of followers who are doing the same, they're kind of connected to you. So it's kind of bad to have that. So by the way, we do in my agency, I do have a Instagram Instagram ghost follower removal service, where we basically hand by hand take a look at your account. We don't do weird stuff. We really take a look at your account. We analyze it, And then we check what kind of people are fake, what kind of people are low trust score people that might bring you down. And you can actually get that at, I'm just going to paste it in there, mvrq.co/ghost. Unfortunately, I don't have a discount code here for you. I should have thought about that. Next time you're going to get maybe a discount code. Okay. So, TGW says, hey, what do you think it's good to start an Instagram profile to grow a YouTube channel? And what about using Instagram ads? Okay, so, there's two different things. So you just to get the point right, you want to grow your YouTube by growing your Instagram channel, right? There's a few things I have to say about that because it's really hard to say. I've seen cases where it works tremendously well, but these are the exception. Actually, usually you have to know people are on Instagram for a reason, people are on YouTube for a reason. And if you don't know that, I once did an ad on YouTube, actually, a survey ad asking people, hey, just a quick question, what do you say about, people, what if you go to YouTube, why do you go to YouTube? If you go to Instagram to consume content, why? And basically I figured out that on Instagram, people go on there if they kind of have time to kill, if they, they don't know what to do, kind of want to serve their ADD and stuff like that. And basically means that people don't really go to Instagram to consume content as they do on YouTube, for example. Because on YouTube, I figured out people go there, sit down, they kind of look kind of like Netflix. They kind of want to see what kind of content they want to consume. Usually it's content that either entertains them or educates them, which is why YouTube, in my opinion, is just a big thing on its own, to be honest. And the potential growth, organic growth that you have on YouTube is huge right now, especially with all those Instagram things happening, reach cutting down and, people getting compromised, stuff like this. So, if you have the time, of course, go for it. But I wouldn't necessarily tell you that you should necessarily do that. And you were asking about Instagram ads for that. I did some tests, actually. I figured out it works, but it's kind of expensive to get some engaged followers in. I had like $2 to $3, sometimes to $5 per YouTube subscriber, which is kind of a lot, if you ask me. However, talking about ads, there's a lot of things to know about YouTube ads, where you can grow, not only give the algorithm a little bit boost for YouTube, but also to get some new people, engaged people in. And this actually works really well. I'm doing a lot of testing right now. We have some lessons inside the academy. And, I'm going to expand the academy. Plus, I'm actually thinking, today, before this stream, I was thinking about doing a tutorial about this specific method to grow on YouTube, actually, with a specific ad thing, which is usually just in my academy that I said. But, I kind of like all of you guys. That's why, I'm just going to make a video. If you're interested in that, of course. Let me know in the comments, please. Okay. So, do verified account DMs go straight to people's inbox? Actually, no, they don't. That's why would you think that? I get a lot of requests in there, and I a lot of the times have the verified accounts in my request section. But of course, it's really easy. They stand out a lot, so that's probably why people respond more if you have this verified thing, which is also why verified thing is actually pretty good. In terms of all these growth hacks, which right now, I just tell you how it is, I'm super against all of these growth hacks, just because it's not viable for a long run. It's just, I'm not a big fan of that anymore. But, for example, the story viewer technique was working really well for people that had this mark, this, what's it called? Verified tick. Yes, my friend, they're officiale Basara 2 Channel Deluxe. I'm going to review accounts today, in a few minutes, actually. So, submit, my friends. Shri Nation says, thank you so much for your work. Thank you so much for tuning in. What do you think about hopping on latest trends, trending video ideas, etc.? Yeah, that's actually a very, very, very surefire way to guarantee some growth, depending on where. Instagram plus YouTube. We actually yesterday on our mentorship call, we talked about it with my clients about these latest trends. There's Google Trends, for example. If you hop onto Google Trends, you can kind of track what's going on. Maybe if you see a trend emerging, maybe you see a trend emerging every other year at the same time. You kind of know you should hop on that trend. And if you kind of track that using Google Trends, you can kind of make sure that you're one of the first people to hop on that trend. For example, my student Adam Gary, shout out to my friend, by the way. He does an awesome job. He just started his YouTube channel, by the way. He's a poet, for example, and he made use of this, putting up a Halloween video already now, just because he knows, every time at around Halloween, wow, people search for Halloween, and also on YouTube the Halloween traffic goes up. So he took advantage of that, even though it's before Halloween. But it just takes time to, for the thing to sit. So definitely make use of all the trends that you can think of. Even if, first of all, how the algorithms work across all platforms. They take a chunk of user base, they see what's going on, and they kind of see, all right, a lot of people, for example, hashtag Ice Bucket Challenge. People post that, and a lot more engagement happens on this Ice Bucket Challenge. So the algorithm kind of learns that through machine learning stuff. All right, Ice Bucket Challenge, apparently that's a thing. So it chases those people that do the Ice Bucket Challenge, so they can chase, so that the algorithm can serve super relevant content to people. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, probably as well. Pretty much every platform. Here's the thing, though. And this is kind of a problem with algorithms nowadays, at least if you ask me. I'm not a tech head. I'm not a tech lead. But the problem is, I think sometimes, the algorithms, they learn all these things, and then they, they hard to describe. And then they kind of chase what the people chase. And then it's kind of like the people chase the algorithm chase the people, and this is why certain content is just kind of weird, to be honest. But yeah, definitely take use of these trends. Oh, by the way, 50 watching but only 19 likes. Yes, come on, people. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Here's the thing. I just figured out that, let me just check out really quick what's happening on my back end here. I didn't know that. But right now we have 19,958 subscribers, which means we only need 42, maybe 42. Yeah, 42 to crack the 20,000 mark. Maybe I should have waited until tomorrow or a couple of days later to, make a special here. But this is not the 20K subscriber special, because, we don't know. Maybe it's going to still take a year for that. So, okay, 8D drops, my friend, copyright free. Is there any chance you could review my YouTube channel? My name is 8D Drops, copyright free. Been following for a long time now. Keep it up. That's actually very nice of you to say that. This is, even though for me, I'm like, Gary Vee is a whole different level. A whole different level. But, just between you and me, I'm going to up my whole channel structure, my whole, strategy a little bit in the future, because I want you to learn a lot more than just Instagram strategy and techniques, because there's just a lot more to know. And even though this might kind of mean that, my channel growth is kind of getting slower, and, I get less views, stuff like this. But still, for those people that actually watch, there's going to be a lot of valuable stuff coming. Let me just review your channel. 8D Drops, copyright free. I hope I can show you what's going on there. Nice, I get recommended by myself. Let me just, browser window. Oh no, Can you actually see that right now? Well, I can't know because I don't see the comments. Okay, 8D drops 596 subscribers, 57 videos. Let me just what's by the way what's your goal with that? And this is how this is gonna start. After this, we're gonna start reviewing a lot of stuff. Please, 8D drops. Tell me, please, what what do you want to do with that? What's your goal actually with this channel? Piyush Tampur, just want to tell you, love the way you're talking. I find only your videos to be authentic about social media. Tell my influencer friends to watch your channel and they love it. Thank you so much, my friend. It really means a lot to me. Stuff, things like that. I never take things like that for granted, to be honest, because I remember, and it's not been that long when I was here in front of my camera, the same camera, by the way, still. When I started out, nobody was watching, and the only people that were watching were kind of hating on me. By the way, greetings to those people. I still have a lot of them, but this is a good thing. I'm not even mad, bro. But thanks so much, my friend. So, where are you? What's your... You're more enjoyable to listen to than Gary V. I got chills if you say that. Don't say that. You're making me cry, blush, whatever. Okay, so 80 drops. What's up? You have actually pretty nice growth. Me too, actually. What's happening? But you have actually pretty nice growth. So you have copyright music. Unfortunately, I can't do the audio right here because it will be a huge feedback loop, whatever. But let me just check what you're doing. You do post very frequently. You do post audio content that people apparently can consume, which is always great for me as well as a creator, even though I use two platforms called Soundstripe and Epidemic Sound. But sometimes you just want to find a nice new sound, whatever, that's like super nice. And I'm always on the lookout for nice music, which is kind of great. So one thing that I noticed right off the bat on your account, it looks good, but there's just something that kind of makes me think it's not as professional as it could be. Like from the design standpoint. Obviously right now I'm just ranting on a very high level, and you know what I mean. But it could be that it feels like it's not as high quality, which in terms of these video services and audio services is very important in my opinion, especially if you don't have that many views, if you don't have that many subscribers. It's all, a lot of people are visual people and they see it and they need to see right away. And this is actually what they care, or what a lot of people care. First of all, unfortunately, they just care about these metrics, about views and subscribers, stuff like that. Second of all, they care, is this really professional or not? And if at the first glance it looks super professional, you kind of have another point, another tick mark. Let me just check. So, it's kind of hard to grow organically through these on YouTube, just through putting out audio stuff, just because, SEO is kind of hard. Let me just check. By the way, I use TubeBuddy. I think the link to sign up for that, which is free, by the way, is in my description. Here's what I would do in my opinion. What do you say? You don't own anything in the video, including the audio and the pictures? Is that your... Do you create the audio or not? And why do you put that up if you don't... What? Okay, if I'm just telling you, obviously, exactly what I think. If I read that, I'm just going to get off. I'm just going to get away. If I read, you can't guarantee that you can use that I can use the song in the video. Just because... for me, it kind of matters. It kind of matters to use a song. Recently, I had that happen, actually. There was a problem with my Epidemic Sound subscription. I forgot to renew it or something. My card expired or something like this. I forgot that. I didn't check that. Used a song. And all of a sudden, I had a song, a video where one small piece of a song was in the background, and all of a sudden, I got the message: "Nope, demonetization. No monetization anymore in your video." Which obviously, it's not a huge part of my income, but still, it's a couple of hundred, more than a couple of $100 right now on YouTube, and and some days, for example, I get like to. Yesterday, I had like I think 70, $80 that I just got just from YouTube, ads and stuff like this. And if I see that, it means videos. If the chance could be that videos could be demonetized, which is bad for me. So definitely try to fix that. Try to get the license. Try to make music yourself where you have the license, because that's actually the most important part here, and it's actually the part that you should focus on the most, and not these things. Try to have this licensing situation all cleared up. Let me just switch back to it. What is that? I hope this is the one. Yo, my friends. So many people to bail out. By the way, some of you is a moderator. You could bail out stuff too. A lot of stuff going on in the in the. You guys want a lot of YouTube reviews today, huh? Which is amazing for me, because because I see a lot of potential on YouTube right now, a lot of potential, and it's seen as Instagram's going down more and more. I mean, just between you and me, Gary Vee, as much as I love him, he might be invested in TikTok. I don't know. I don't follow him too much. That's why he kind of has these lately these videos ranting about Instagram. Saying all of a sudden the reach drops. I've been seeing this whole reach drop happening for more than a year, kind of straight going down. All of a sudden now he starts talking about, obviously if he's invested, he might be a little bit biased, which is not a bad, which is a normal thing, natural thing, but. Still, I don't think it has gotten significantly worse lately on Instagram. But still, I see a lot of potential on YouTube, especially if you want to build a sustainable career. Of course, Instagram, also, of course, if, let's say if you want to become a consultant, coach, if you want to have some services like an agency or stuff like this, Instagram can be a huge help. If you do some outreach and stuff like this. But seeing as the algorithm is kind of hard to know what's going on Instagram right now, just between you and me, a couple of people and me, I see a lot more potential, to be honest, on YouTube right now. It's a lot more work, of course, but just seeing it, for example, my example, I started out almost exactly 2 years ago, even though I just uploaded one video. Took me couple of months until I uploaded the second video, but I don't know if you saw my video about that, but I think I had 2,000 subscribers, and I already made about $2,000 each month, or $1,500. I don't really remember, but it was enough to quit my normal job, even though I might have been a little bit early for that, but I just did it. Most of that comes from YouTube, to be honest. Also, my agency. Recently, I did the whole analytics. Just saw where all the traffic comes from recently on my agency part, and it's 70 or 80% YouTube and 10 or 15% Instagram, and just a few other things. Google search and stuff like that. So, yeah. Oh, there's so much going on in the comments, my friends. TGW, it's hard to grow with 0 subs. Yes, you're actually right, my friends. My friend, it's gonna take a long time. It's I just did a check yesterday for my mentorship students in the academy. For me, it took me about almost 4 months until I had 50 subscribers. 4 months of constantly posting until I had 50 subscribers. And just think about it. 50 subscribers. I don't know. If you look at the channel and say, 50 subscribers, amazing. Now I got it. Now I'm safe. Now I'm set up. I'm not even set up. I see people disappearing all the time from YouTube that were, supposedly killing it, And if you look at me, for example, 19, 20,000 subscribers, you might be like, wow, but actually, you never know. Of course, if you have systems in place, which I do have, you're pretty much safe. But still, it takes a long time. That's what I wanted to say. I remember 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it took almost 4 months until I had 50 subscribers, 5 months, and I had 150 subscribers. But that's still not too much. And the big thing here is to all of you who are watching me right now, who are contemplating about creating a YouTube channel, start it right now. Because I was contemplating about this for years. I think it was 2013 or 2014. I think probably 2014. Yeah, 2014. I actually started a YouTube channel, and I recorded 2 episodes of it. It was actually me. I was just fresh. I had my pilot's license done, and I was just flying around this old Cessna that almost broke apart, which is still something I like to fly with. But I didn't upload it. Just think about what would have happened if I would have started 2013 or 14. That's, I don't even know, 7 years or 6 years or 5 years. That's a lot. So to all of you, all the success, most of my lifestyle that I have right now, obviously, let's say a lot of it comes from Instagram, but then again, a lot of why my YouTube channel, my Instagram channel grows is my YouTube. Right now, it's kind of like this cross synergy. But a lot of the opportunities that I have was actually from me. The first day that I was like, here on this YouTube channel, I'm just going to start it right now. I'm just going to hit the publish button. I don't care. Because one big fear that I had was, what do people think of me? What's going to my family think? My friends are going to think. And people were thinking I'm weird. People still think I'm weird. People still can't believe what I'm doing as a living. But this is the sole reason was that first upload that I did and hit the publish button, actually. And then subsequently afterwards, each and every video that I published. But the first video was, I don't want to be super motivational. I don't want to, be that guy. But I'm super thankful for everything that has happened in the past few years. And, most of the great things that happened, business-wise, a lot of income that all of a sudden came in, recently bought a Tesla, which is, by the way, the greatest car ever. And it's all of these things, it just comes down to that, which is something that, if you're contemplating, do it right now. Keep hustling for months, for years maybe even, but in the end, it's going to be worth it, And now, motivational mode off. Let's talk about you guys. Dane HA, I thought the stream was on Instagram, not YouTube. You mean about Instagram? Yeah, me too. But people kept asking me about YouTube. Another one, Flip Abroad. What's up, Dom? I would love to get your feedback on my YouTube channel. I am around 300 subs, and I think the only thing preventing me from growing is lack of consistency. What do you think? All right. If you guys want to do a lot of YouTube channels, why the heck not? Let me just search Flip Abroad. Let me just show you my stuff in here. Unfortunately, oh, there you go. Nice picture. Nice professional picture. And this is exactly what I mean. And nice stuff here. This is really nice. And this is exactly what I mean when I took a look at the other channel before. It looks super professional. Right now, I don't even care about how many subscribers you have, how many views you have. Nobody does at the end. Okay. First thing here, I see that. I'm not too sure if that's actually your own videos or not. Let me just check that. Is that yours? Yeah, it's your video. Oh, right, dude. Let me just try to. Oh, it's not in English. That's why I was thinking, like, is that not your stuff? Great quality. Great quality, dude. Amazing quality. That's it. First of all, like. Second of all, hey, man. And right now, so the one thing that's missing right now for me, I still have not really a clue what your channel is about. And the first thing that should be here should actually probably not be your playlist, but should be like your videos, or like your video stuff down there, so people could get right in. Because I was confused, and if I'm confused, a lot of other people are confused as well. And I'm on YouTube the whole day, basically. So try to have something in what your thing, your videos, and maybe even have like a channel trailer, or put in there something what your channel is about, because I don't know, and the attention span of people is super low, and people are not gonna know what's up, and then they're gone. Of course, I can see your channel tags right here, but usually people don't, if they don't have the TubeBuddy thing, or whatever, TubeBuddy. And talking about your videos, just having a quick glance over them. Basically, what I see is a big mistake that a lot of people do, which is, I hope you can still hear me. Big mistake that a lot of people make is, I know your content is probably super great, seeing your quality, stuff like that. But it's focused on you traveling in these travel destinations, which is not really a niche, because there's just so many people that do this travel content. And usually people are only here for themselves. They don't care. I don't know if you saw that. For example, my channel, I did this video, me flying in an airplane, answering your comments. Or one day, one video about a year ago or something, I did, flying to Paris for breakfast, because I couldn't sleep, and I dreamt about this movie with Owen Wilson, and I was like, man, Paris is just 2 hours away from here. So in the morning, I took an airplane, went there, and the evening, I went back, and this was just something like this. And guess what? I don't have a lot of views there either, because people don't care. Even people don't even care about me. So what you want to do to grow is establish some sort of content that lets you grow, meaning content that teaches people things, content that people actively search for, probably. That's your best bet. So at least you get 1 or 2 videos every now and then where you get some traffic in. Because that's basically how people grow on YouTube. If you got 1 or 2 videos, they kind of blow up. They kind of blow up out of proportion. This is where you see a lot of growth happening. Let me just show you my channel. Recently, an older video of mine started blowing up because I did a strategy, which I can't tell you here, unfortunately, because it's a secret strategy and I just figured out. But as you can see, like, I grew basically 100 subscribers for the past few days because an older video, namely, this video started blowing up, as you can see, lately. Did some things. And this is why just because of this, I get this many subscribers. And by the way, if you're one of those people that came in through this video, welcome. Welcome to the tribe. Look, live. So yeah. That's what I say to you, my friends. Try to focus on a couple of content. Let me just check what's your best performing content right now. Just because sometimes you can see, like, all right. See, there you go. This is probably, if you go in your channel analytics for this video, people probably come in through the search the most, because people were searching this music festival. And they were seeing awesome thumbnail. By the way, thumbnail game is super strong here. Super strong, actually, dude. I could learn a lot from you in terms of thumbnails, I guess. But this is why this thing kind of blew up, because people were searching for it. So, there's that. So do that. Plus, kind of tell people what you're about, because I don't know really what you're about, and that makes things a lot easier. For you people. Let me just go back to your comments, actually, because I don't see the comments, which is kind of sad for me. You guys are making me... You guys are weird. I tell you how it is. a lot of YouTube questions. I love to talk about... I actually love to talk about YouTube, and if you're actually... apparently interested in YouTube content, I'm just gonna focus a few videos based around YouTube. I did a few YouTube videos, but it seemed like they were not getting as much traction here on my channel, which could be that, first of all, the audience, the bigger part of my audience doesn't really care about YouTube, or the algorithm just has me locked in the Instagram thing. But yes, we're going to talk about YouTube too. So, but now let's talk about Instagram. I'm waiting for submissions. JMPRC, start reviewing Instagram accounts, please. Yes, I will. Alex Jacob, whatever that is. Dominic, do you know anything about... Oh no, I'm missing it. Do you know anything about story views dropping tremendous in the last days? I have 3 pages and the story views dropped with about 10 times from 2,000 views to maximum 200. Wow. I heard that happening to some people actually lately. It could be a few things. First of all, it could be that this whole story viewing thing, they're cracking down on that, and their whole back end system of the story viewing, whatever, kind of got compromised. They're trying to do some things against it. Could be that. Could be that you had a lot of those bot people watching your story, or it could be that you did something strange. Because on my personal account right now, let me just check. What's about if I see a drop in story viewers on my personal account. Actually, a little bit, yeah. You're right. Even on my account, could be, and usually that's the case if you did some weird stuff, which is kind of unfortunate. Like botting and stuff like this. Of course, naturally for all of you guys, I tried everything out with my personal account. Every technique that's possible. So that could be why it is the case. If it's not the case, and the problem is we don't know. On Instagram we don't know. They're kind of just secretive about why things are happening. So we're gonna have to wait and see. And actually, usually a way to get out of this whole thing is just to start doubling down and putting out content. Put out content that's super engaging. Do posts, hit it up with your stories, create more content, stuff like this. Just become a person that's there, so you were here, which is actually a big part, by the way. Shout out to my student Jerry, by the way. He told me yesterday, actually, he got new clients in just because he started posting more on Instagram. He just started appearing more, having a few stories every day, just being there, showing people that he's there. He got new clients in just because of that. Just more people and more views came in probably as a result of that. Okay, I see a lot of guys dropping in your handles. Here's the thing, though. I just don't want to take a dull Instagram account and just review it, and that's it. Just see, okay, nice pictures, that's it. I want to know what you really want to do. I want to know what your goals are, what your strategy is, what you want to do with your account. Okay? Because you're probably not doing this for fun. And if you're doing this for fun, why would you want to have this elaborate things? I'm pretty sure everybody who has an Instagram account has some sort of goal in their mind. So please let me know your goal, your strategy, what you want to achieve with it. And then we're just going to go through everything. There you go. Fancy art. My goal is to become a great artist and game director and produce content people can enjoy. Great artist and game director. Really interesting. Let me just check out your Instagram account right now. Fancy art. Fancy art. 3D artist. Let me just change here this whole thing to... All right, I have no idea. Chat scene. Oh, there you go. Look at that. So, fancy art. Following me. Amazing, dude. First of all, 3D artist. I love that you have that in there. That you kind of have this 3D artist in your name. If people search you, they can see it right away. And you probably, it probably has some sort of SEO factor going on if you have that in. If somebody searches for 3D artist, you're just going to pop up somewhere. Storyteller. a Blender 3D tutorial author, art and gaming, or at least my plan starts working. I will. Okay, you like what you do here in your bio. Actually, this is exactly what I always say. You have it concise. You have it in there. People exactly know at one glance they know who you are, what you're about, and this everybody should take a look at fancy art. Or take an example. One thing that's just in my mind right now, I don't know your name, which is kind of sad, kind of in a way, because I just wanted to talk about your name, but I don't know about your name. So let me just check here. Oh, there you go. This is very interesting. Very interesting stuff. Okay, here's the thing. Usually people come on your profile, they go on your first message here, and they see that you say praise you can choose whatever. I like your quirkiness in your profile. I like the way your funniness, if that's a way to say it. And I kind of know that you're doing Blender tutorial and art, 3D art. I just have no idea what that is, why you posted this, and what's going on. So and usually if you just have a one-line caption, it's just not going to cut it, because you want people to relate. And obviously it's a lot harder to make people relate on you on Instagram than on YouTube, for example, just because, it's a different medium. So your caption is your only bet to, one of the big bets to make people relate to you. So, and I just don't relate with that. I have no idea what it is about. Apparently thinking about it now for 2 minutes, it's a guy praising something, but I didn't even see that. I just thought it's like a pile of dirt and some fish coming out of whatever. So put more in there, try every caption, try to have a story or something to make people relate with you, something to make people see and know what's going on. Nice. This is actually great. I like this. And this is like a recurring theme in your captions. They're just too short. They don't give away anything. And this is what I see a lot with artists, actually. Artists that were very creative people. They usually do that. They kind of put this up there, kind of like if you go to an art exhibition and you go to this image or picture or painting and you see one line, for example, every day 24/10. It's like this artsy type of thing. But people don't care. People don't have the time. People want to relate with you, and they just can't. So I put in a lot more, and I see that a lot with art people. I used to do that myself, when I first started. But the minute that I started posting captions that kind of made people relate with me, I sometimes just started posting in stuff, just started posting in whatever was going on in my mind. I saw people relate with me a lot more. And, of course, if you have a goal in mind, for example, you want to sell something, whatever, you want to make sure that you always kind of have your content in there. You say you do tutorial. You're a Blender 3D tutorial author. Do you do tutorials here as well? Here, probably. It kind of looks like it. Which is great. I like this. So you kind of want to give... And here's the thing. For example, on Instagram, you still can do like the same thing that you do on YouTube, for example, doing a lot of tutorials and all of these things, helping people out, stuff like that. So, why not? And, just tell people, for example, what you did with this picture, what you did to make it, did you have any roadblocks? Was there any problems happening? Something weird happened? Stuff like this, just people want to know more than just, it's a quick once a day, whatever. If it's a quick one, basically you don't care. That's what people think, at least subconsciously. You do have your IGTV going on. Wow, that's great stuff, though. That's great stuff. Look at you. Welcome, dude. Now I see your face, which is another thing. I would love to see maybe a little bit more your face in there. Like the same with that. People are probably not going to click on that too much because, it has no context, nothing. So try to focus a little bit more about the whole context of your page. Why, what, and stuff like that. By the way, I hope my camera is still working in terms of battery. Yeah. And, yeah. That's what I film tips. Oh, just some movie tips. Another thing, it might be great, but why is that in there? You want to focus yourself. What do you want to do with it? Unfortunately, I can't see the chat right now, but I'm assuming you are a tutorial author, so maybe you want to do some coaching later down the line with 3D art. And it's definitely possible, because I do have clients that are not 3D artists, but for example, like music production, whatever. And they kind of do the same show stuff. And I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. It's kind of random, even though sometimes random things are not so bad, to be honest, just to give this whole thing a little bit more personal vibe, which is super necessary on Instagram, in my opinion. But photo trips, yeah, you can leave that in. Ostrava. Oh, remember that city from somewhere. I think I know a girl there. Anyway, yeah. I kind of try to focus yourself a little bit more, like what's really the thing that you want to achieve. Do you want to be a coach in that regard, or stuff like this, and channel yourself more in that direction. So next one, my friends, the chat is probably, oh dude, I just saw somebody put in $10. I'm so thanks so much, dude. The question is, how can I? Oh, there you go. Daniel Saint Dival. Of course, I'm going to have to take you, on top of the whole thing. Daniel Saint Dival. Hey, Dom, my goal is to use my Instagram account to grow my brand as a drummer. Nice. And short term, reach out to companies for endorsement, partnerships, and grow my influence in the community. Good goal, I'd say. By the way, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. And don't forget to follow me here on YouTube. Click the follow button, the subscribe button. We're just missing out on 40 people, 42 people. Then we cracked the 20K mark. And if we crack the Cranny Cray mark, we're going to do another live stream, I guess. And we're going to do a show, and we're going to do a huge giveaway. I just decided that right now. We're going to do a huge giveaway. So the first thing that I have right now with you, Daniel, I'm trying to put in your handle here in my phone, but it's just super hard for me to put this in because I have no idea how many underscores there are. So that could be a factor, Not really, but like if you show people, if you're like, here's my handle, for example, you have stickers, you go to music festivals, wherever, to clubs, you put your stickers there. Guerrilla technique. People are not going to convert because, it's just too much effort. Like I see that, like, oh, fuck. I don't know what should I put in because I don't know how many underscores there are. I'm just, because it's you, because we're friends right now. I'm just going to try. Official Daniel. Let's say. I probably it's 2 of them. Official. Is it 2? Just help me out, brother. Official Daniel. Oh, there you go. I got you. By the way, people, my other monitor just broke down just right before the stream, so I don't see your chat right now. Next time we're gonna fix that though. So Daniel, first of all, amazing feat. At the first glance, amazing feat. Like, even though, that's just the first glance. We're gonna, I'm gonna take you apart, of course. So you're 18-year-old. Interesting. Super young dude. Content creator, drummer, musician. Okay, so you're a content creator, right? This is it feels like this is the new buzzword, the late buzzword, and it's actually we're all content creators, So that doesn't really make you stand out. Because I'm a content creator, so you're probably different than I am, in terms of creating content. Peter McKinnon is a different content creator than I am, for example. So you want to have, for example, the drummer or just stuff based around like actually what your goal is somewhere in your bio. And and like your goal, like we talk about, for example, let's talk about branding principles. You gotta have a vision, you gotta have a mission. Like, what's your vision actually with your brand? What do you want to achieve? What kind of things do you believe in? What's your values and stuff like that? What's your mission? For example, my mission is helping all of you guys out there succeed in this weird world of social media and show you that you don't necessarily have to do weird stuff, and kind of do it as I do, because this is my mission, to show you that things are possible, because I was doubting this whole thing actually for a long time myself. So there's that. Second one, let me check your story. Said, oh, you're playing. You were playing. No, I don't want to hear you play, dude. I'm just gonna hit the follow button because I'm a musician myself. You don't know that, and I stopped. I haven't played music in a long time, but I used to have a band even. So if you're looking for a bandmate, I don't know where you are. Maybe we could start something. All right. Let me just listen. Oh, I can't. Unfortunately, I can't listen to it because, it's connected to my computer here. It looks pretty nice though. You do some. I know this effect. I wish I could listen to that right now. I'm gonna listen to that later for sure. Let me just see what your engagement rate is, stuff like this. What people say. Gospel Fest. Oh, dude. I'm all up for that, by the way. I don't know if you know Corey Henry. Dude. He's amazing, for example. Okay, so. Let's see. So, one thing that I do a lot is hitting this button. It's going to help you a lot in figuring out if the algorithm kind of has categorized you, to see, are there some similar people in there or not? Probably yes. It seems like so. Some or not. I have no. Okay. Oh, come on, iPhone. Let me check. I'm just gonna go through all of the things that are right now. Wow, you have 666 likes, subscribers, which right now you should probably just stop it and leave it like that because that's a very special number. I wish I could listen to you, play the drums. Instagram sessions. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know if you do that, but if you want to grow, first of all, as a musician, it's really, really hard. I tell you how it is. So, what you're obviously doing some dates and some festivals and, stuff like this, and plug your Instagram all the time. You want to be present on the gram. You want to be that cool drummer that people take a look at and they just want to see him, not only play music, but do all of the things around it. Take him along. Try to be a thought leader, a drummer thought leader. If I was a drummer, I'd be like, dude, I want to go to Daniel. I want to check out what Daniel does because he's so inspiring. He plays awesome drums, which I can't say right now because I haven't heard you, but I'm sure. He shows me a lot of his personality, stuff like this. Then you want to plug this whole thing all the time in these channel in the festivals, dates where you play, stuff like this. Try to have some content that you only put out, for example, on your Instagram, that you can channel people towards. Like, for example, you have a special, and this is something that works really well for a lot of these artistic things, which is, don't see this thing as a one-way interaction, like you're the drummer and they kind of take it's Instagram, they take a look at me, but kind of see it as a two-way interaction. Have some community-based thing in there. Maybe every Tuesday you have your post where you do some community drumming. I don't know. Or, I'm sure you're going to think of something. Um, oh, there you go. I love when you talk to the camera. To be honest, so definitely do that a lot more. I like your style. You know the way your videos look, even though it's probably just a light setup, but this is enough most of the times. And you know, let me just check. And there's one thing that could be hindering a little bit, which is the format. Even though right now you kind of have a theme going on with the 16:9 things, and I know it's kind of hard to do like a 4:5 video if you're drumming. You know, you're gonna have to maybe set up your drum kit like in a vertical format. No, just kidding. So it could be hindering, but it looks like this. It just looks super professional. Post Malone, you do some covers, which is also very good, especially those drum covers. There's been a lot of people that grew really a lot and kind of maybe even make this thing. For example, every Tuesday you go live. You know, you could go live with your other friends. Maybe you could do some drummer. I don't even know if that works with the lag, but you know, I'm just putting out ideas like some drum along or something live with your fans and friends or whatever. You could say, for example, you know, tag me in your stories, and I'm gonna, you know, do a giveaway, or tag me in your stories. I'm gonna check out your profiles. I'm gonna make a song for, you know, it's just stuff like that. Try to incorporate the community a lot more, because especially in the music industry, it's really hard to get people connecting to you, which you know, is, in that case, is a way to grow. Let me just check a little bit about your hashtags right now. Not a lot of hashtags. I don't know what kind of strategy you were doing. It kind of looks like you're using the same hashtags all over. No, you're not. You put the hashtags in the comments? Nope. Yeah. Another thing, by the way, a lot of collaborations, a lot of collabs. You know, whatever that might be. Not don't just necessarily think about other drummers, just like musicians in general, and try to piggyback off of each other in a way, and work on the hashtag game. You know, there's tools, for example, Hashatory, which is something that I use. You know, I'm not forcing you to use it though. But then you can kind of see, you know, hashtag strategy, kind of group your hashtags in a way from low to high. See if what are the chances of you ranking there, and then kind of putting a few sets in there, and obviously having them super closely related to your drumming content. And then, of course, another thing that I would recommend to you is doing a hell lot of competitor research. Actually, you know, check out what other people are doing. Maybe you can see something or pieces of content that works, man. I would love to listen to that. I'm just gonna save that right now. Right. Other than that, I love your picture too. It looks like you can see the drumsticks, stuff like that. And you're super young, so you know the world's your stage. You have so much time. If you don't even want to know what I did when I was 18 years old. So, and this was 10 years ago, by the way. You know, I let it slip last video, I guess. But, you know, part of me, I guess I was 19, but I was military jail, for example. Yeah, might have gotten arrested a few other times for other stuff, which is something that I might tell all of you guys at some point. So, like with everybody, you know, please reach out to me, and you know, in a couple of weeks or months, Daniel, you know, I want to track your progress. Am I following you? Because I'm honestly interested in what you do, because it looks great. It looks great. Yo, dude, another one is up there in the chat thing. PHP. What means P? Oh, thanks so much, Eldreen10. What's up, my friend? So, ich bin drin. It's German, I guess, huh? Became a place for visual experiments. I explore, change new themes every few weeks or so. I wonder if it works or if I just stick to one theme all throughout. Okay, let me just check that out. 27 likes. Somebody liked me right now. Probably some of you. So shout out to Max Matixem. And shout out to Ich bin drin. You just see that makes me super easy to actually check you out. Good idea to follow me. As you can see right here, that's actually you. So first of all, shout out to Max and shout out to you. By the way, there's a new function on Instagram. They show me who's mentioning me right now. So some person mentioned me in my story. Man, that guy looks different. I had longer hair. Yeah. Anyway, shout out to you. So you said you do visual experiments. What exactly do you mean? And let me just go over to the chat box right here. What exactly do you mean with visual experiments? I'd be curious to know. Let me check. Oh, this is what you mean. Wow. Dude. This is super interesting. This is different content. And unfortunately, like we said earlier, the the algorithm kind of tries to chase people, and the people try to chase back. The people try to chase the algorithm. The algorithm tries to chase the people. So, usually, as you can see, on Instagram, the best performing posts are usually posts that kind of look alike. But this dude looks amazing. I'm just going to like it right now. Let me see what's up there. Visual experiments plus personal projects. And here's the thing, dude. I was kind of... When you told me I do visual experiments, he kind of has this... In my opinion, and this is just an opinion, okay? But in my opinion, it kind of has this negative connotation to it. Like if you do visual experiments, it's kind of like the artsy thing, which is a good thing, by the way. Nothing bad about this. But I'm thinking like a marketer, and I'm thinking like the people behave actually. And if a lot of people see that, they kind of like what experiments. I don't know. You know what I mean? And these things are really great. So what I would suggest to you, like, all of your content obviously is great, but this is something special. Focus on this right now for a little bit longer and name it something. Give that a name. You want to make that brandable, because I don't know if people already did stuff like that exactly like you do. Maybe it already has like a brandable name, but it's amazing, man. So, for example, shape, whatever, just digital college art. I really love that, dude. Oh, and then you show that. All right. See, and that's another thing that I did not get. And, probably you might know that, and probably people right now out there, they, with a higher IQ than I have, they knew it right away that you were showing, the parts that you took to create these pictures, these, composites or whatever they're called. But definitely tell them that somewhere. People have to know, because then it makes it even more interesting. And I have kind of a hunch that Instagram's tracking... I know that Instagram's tracking scrolling behavior. They have it somewhere in their terms of privacy policy. Speaking about privacy policy, let me tell you one thing that I figured out a couple of weeks ago, actually, about Instagram. They said somewhere in their fine prints that Instagram stories, you shouldn't kind of do some... I forgot about it. Now I forgot what I wanted to say. But there's some weird things that they said you shouldn't do on Instagram stories. You should make the experience better on Instagram stories. You should just link off of Instagrams that just want to promote something along the lines of this. I'm going to research this one more time, and I'm going to make a video about this, but just so you know. So definitely focus on these composites, or whatever they're called. Like, I just love that, dude. I really love that. I really do. And again, like everybody, try to focus a little bit more on your bio. Like with everybody, tell them exactly what you're after. What the one-liner? If you had one-liner to tell me, what are you about? What are you about? What do you want to achieve with this? What can people expect because people, it's not like going to the movies where they're like, I don't know, what I should expect. They want to know right away. What can they expect? Because the sea is full with fish, I guess. And it seems like you're mixing a lot of niches in there. Like people photography or street or whatever that is. So I would just do like a whole separate page with this, for example, and like maybe a second page with this. This. Okay. Like, for example, like, okay, I totally understand that. It took me a while until I understood that, which sometimes you're going to have to be really careful with things like that because people just don't understand. You always have to think about people like they're 5 years old or something like this on the internet. You always have to, the baseline of your audience is kind of like 5 years old. At least that's what I figure. Wow, that's really cool. I would kind of still, 3D college, I would name it a little bit differently. I would, because people know, like, maybe I can put it like how to do these colleges or whatever. Colleges. So people click on that. Light catchers. See, that's just like a total photography kind of vibe. So it's a different niche. You want to avoid that at any cost. To be honest, to grow on Instagram, because you rely so heavily upon the algorithm that you really want to be niched down. I still can't decide which kind of pronunciation I prefer. So definitely do that. Let me just check. Like the other guy today. Try to put a lot more effort in your captions. Like, I love that, lost in reflection and deep in thought while navigating. But that's just your headline, Now go further, elaborate. What do you think? What can you, stuff like this. Obviously, right now we're talking about the photography aspect. This is like, this speaks for itself. See, this is like good. Focus on exactly this, even though this other thing is also good. But create a different channel for that or something like this. And then, you're on a good path because you're super talented with all the things that you do. Street photography, obviously. Yeah, dude. But this, I said it a lot, right? But this is just great, dude. Okay. Right. So, let me just check the comment section back here. Matic Sam, hey Dominic, do you think IGTV is also a key to grow on Instagram? Yes, I do believe it is a key to grow right now if you have the time to put it in. Because, what's up? Paul Dacre, sorry. Ruddy Lad paid you $20 so far. You did, dude? I totally missed that. I'm so sorry about that. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna check you out. I don't know. YouTube doesn't show that to me for some reason. But yeah, IGTV. I think it still has a lot of potential. You're gonna have to see. First of all, it has a lot of potential because you see a lot of metrics. What's the watch time? What's going on? So you can optimize your content, which is something that you should go for. Don't optimize for too much for the algorithm. Optimize your content. Get the data in that you have and optimize that. because data never lies. If you see, and I do have this data sheet for my Influencer Academy students, which is something I'm gonna share with you later, or actually next video I'm gonna share that with you. By the way, I have another free stuff coming out for you. Actually, a PDF on how to take your Instagram, your YouTube, your personal brand, and how to position yourself, and exactly the steps that I took to get clients that pay me for whatever that is, and that I use for my clients to get them to pay stuff. So there's something great coming. So where did I saw that? Rudy Lad? Where can I find this? So, moderator, are you still there, my friend? Make me a mod. That's amazing, dude. I recognize your name, Daniel, from somewhere. Make me a mod, and I'll spend some time banning the spammers. Dude, I'll make you a mod right now. I hope my camera is still working. It's too far away to see. Yo, dude, Daniel, my friend. For some reason, I know your name from somewhere. Could you also point me in a direction where this Rudy lad? Apparently, you paid $20, which is I'm more than thankful for that. Oh, Rudy lad. There you go, Ruddy lad. I also remember your name from somewhere. That's something, by the way, that I like. I'm like a not like a, like I'm like an elephant. I remember a lot of you guys. I remember people that were here from the beginning. I remember some haters. Ruddy lad. What's Can I search here in the chat? Because I want to know. Or Ruddy lad, could you just quickly text me? Oh, dude, I know you from somewhere. I know you from somewhere. I don't remember where. Ruddy, where are you at, Ruddy? Ruddy, are you Paul? Daniel, you're my brother? What, you're my brother? Maybe you are my brother, my lost brother. Okay, just waiting for you, Ruddy. Tell me who you are. Tell me what your goal is, so we can talk about it. In the meantime, Nemo Games. Hey Dominic, how do I mass unfollow now? You don't. You have to be really careful about that. Really slow. Oh, Paul, you're Ruddy. Now I get it, dude. You have a t-shirt brand. There you go. There you go. Okay, right now, Ruddy, I'm gonna let you in a secret. Okay? There you go, dude. First, let me check. You have some cool looking t-shirts, dude. I'm gonna buy one. Do you ship to Austria? Tell me if you ship to Austria. Like your stuff, dude. Okay, so Ruddy Latko. Let's raise some proper mischief. I love that. You know, I really love that because I'm kind of like that myself. Okay, fucking t-shirt now. Put in a little bit more in your bio what your t-shirts are about. Usually with t-shirt sales, you know, you want to cater them to a very specific audience right now to actually get a lot of sales in. Sorry about that, people. Next thing is you have ruddylad.com/collection/shop now, which is something that I do. I'm going to pull up right now. Let me just go in it with my computer, actually. Because I also want to pick apart your, Okay, apparently you do it through Shopify. I hope you do have, first of all, and now we're talking the real nitty-gritty stuff. I hope you do have some sort of, tracking enabled. There's a few things that you want to. First of all, you need the Facebook pixel. I hope you have that in there. Second of all, a Google tag pixel and stuff like that. Just because, just to be safe and do some retargeting, which you're hopefully doing anyway right now. Could I ask you about your sales right now? You don't have to answer that, obviously, but it'd be interesting to know, is it going well? Where does your main traffic come from right now? Just to know what's going on. Thanks, Daniel, for telling people to stop spamming. Even though I hope you're you're doing it correctly because I have not seen his comment. Sorry, dude, for undermining you, but I know you're awesome. So first of all, Ruddy Lad, I love your feet a lot. And now I'm going to let you in a secret. Decent sales, 91% traffic from Instagram, which is very good. Is that organic traffic or is that, is that like paid traffic or anything like that? Because that would be really interesting to know. Because let me just wait for an answer, and then I'll let all of you guys in a secret that will maybe change your lives, change the game for all of you, e-commerce people even. By the way, don't forget to hit subscribe button again. Ding. Organic traffic. Do you do any paid stuff at all? Do you have a pixel set up? Because here's the thing. Let me try. Oh no. Okay. Let me try a board. Here's the thing. As of lately, it's possible to put ads on the Explore page, and people don't even necessarily know that it is an ad. Away from the microphone. Meaning, you can now directly put an ad with a t-shirt in the Explore page. And now I'm going to give you a super good strategy. Pixel set up soon. Set the pixel up right now. Right now. After this. This is so important. Because, for example, if you already had a pixel. And let me just try to show you what I mean. So, you have your Shopify whatever page. There's your t-shirt, which looks exactly like this with his face in it. This is how your t-shirts look like naturally. Anyway, you have your pixel in there, all right? So let's say you have decent sales, meaning if you already had your pixel in there, it has a lot of data of people that are on your store. It has a lot of people of data of people that did not buy yet. So, and here's the thing. You go on Instagram and set up this Explore page ad. Oh man, come on. This is the Explore page. X. Does my drawing pad work? No, it doesn't. This is the Explore page ad. All of a sudden, there's a picture of you, maybe even a video, because I see that videos work a lot better also on the Explore page. In terms of conversion, if you talk about selling stuff, e-commerce kind of stuff, so you have a very tailored thing in there for just the people that were on your site but did not buy. That's the official sign for did not buy. But you have them. You would have them in your pixel, which you should set up right now, dude. Now you set up an ad specifically for those people that did not buy. For example, say right now, flash sale, 20% off for all the people that did not buy, that were maybe on the checkout page. And just by you doing this, you can, on average, get 30% more sales, which depending on your numbers, let's say, worked with a brand that had $1 million in sales, 30% more is quite a ton of money. In that case, and still, if you're just doing, a couple $100, 30% is a lot, just by doing that. Now, of course, you could play around with that with other Explore types of ads, which is something that you should definitely do. Plus, you should, use trends, and create. Obviously, I don't want to tell you, your business model because I don't know exactly what you do. But, we earlier in the stream, we talked about Google Trends where you can see, okay, on Halloween, that kind of looks like this. You see there's a trend going on Halloween, or Valentine's Day is another big one coming up next year. So you can see every year, it's September, or like in January or December even, this trend based on Valentine's Day goes up. Or, whatever that might be. You have to be really creative. You make a t-shirts specifically catered around that. Or for example, I remember a lot of things were happening when this Donald Trump thing happened, a few years ago, and people made t-shirts and stuff like specifically to that. And you do have a brand, which is amazing. So use that in conjunction with your brand and create like a special series from your brand, and then also do a like a story ad, just targeting people that are interested in this emerging trend. And if you do it around that time, things are going to happen, dude. You're gonna have a big spike of sales. I can guarantee you that. Also, make use of. Let's do it the other way. Also make use of, and this is information, and obviously we're right here more than an hour in this streaming thing, 1.5 hours. So I thank you guys for staying here, and let me just show you something that I usually only show and share with my Influencer Academy students. You want to make use of something that I named the Instagram story ladder, the story value ladder. Usually it's good to remember if you invent a term. Basically, you have a couple of stories up there. Drawing is hard. You have, let's say something based around your t-shirt. This is a t-shirt. Another thing based around your t-shirt, or something, maybe even something that has something to do with a trending t-shirt or a special sale. Like, do you like oh dude, I just remembered something even more. Seeing as stories can rank on the Explore page right now, you want to do a split screen story, of two of your shirts, for example, or something that's closely related to your shirts, to the topic of your shirts. It doesn't always have to be just your shirts. Try to get your audience, with overlapping, target audiences, and then make a poll. And exactly have the poll like this, left or right. Put in left or right. Put in a lot of hashtags in the story. And if you're a little bit creative, you could do another one just on the Explore page where you do like a paid ad, left or right. And by people actually clicking on left or right, you first of all have a lot of engagement of a lot of engaged customers, potential customers, which you can hit up via the DM section, for example. Everybody who voted for this or that, okay, they maybe want to buy. You can send them either to some sort of special on your page, and seeing as you now have your pixel, you can retarget them again and to kind of put some ads up until they finally buy. Or, the next thing that can happen, your story could rank on the Explore page. And the more people, if your story is on the Explore page, and the more people actually vote on there, meaning the organic reach is going to explode. And we've had some people that were they were exploding big time. Just because of this technique alone. And then, like I said, hit them up in the DM section and spark up a conversation, something, ask them something, just nurture relationships, and people are gonna buy and buy more. Let me just check out your stuff here quickly again. Let me just check out the comment section here, dude. Daniel, can I repost my Halloween content I posted on October 1st? Yes. Why not? Maybe you could put a different spin on it if you can, but no problems about reposting Halloween content. Like, if it's Halloween month, a lot of the times people are like, okay, I already posted it once. I'm going to stop posting about this because, I don't want to be too much. But that's exactly the wrong way to go about it. If you have your special, if you do have like Halloween content, go for it. Do your promote the shit out of that. Thanks, YouTube algorithm, for not getting this. What the fuck, dude? Sure, like, hammer that hard. Make a whole, like, there's so many things that we could talk about. in terms of optimizing that. For example, make a whole email list or messenger bot list, in your case, maybe even, we don't know, just based around these specials, giveaways, giveaway campaign. And, if you're smart, you can use all the info that we talked about before about, community-driven content. Think about some community-driven content in terms, plus giveaway stuff that could, ramp up your sales big time. And just stuff like that, to have people engage in you, to have people there. Also influencers, seeing as Instagram right now is kind of an influencer platform. Reach out to a lot of influencers. Reach out to TikTok influencers. Yes, you heard it from me first. The game is still not so strong in there. There's a lot of young people there that have a lot more influence that they might know. So they might be a lot cheaper. So reach out to TikTok influencers and do some deals. Totally undercutting their value. I'm sorry, guys, but, you just have to do it if you can right now. And, basically that's it, dude. But I like it. I like your stuff, by the way. I really like your stuff. Right. So we've been on for 1.5 hours, even. Ava Sam, what's up, my dude? Thanks so much, man. Greetings to Peru too. I want to go to Peru so bad. I want to go to Colombia so bad. So bad. I want to go to South America so bad. What do you mean, rhinoceros? You can change it every month. Oh, it's not a question. All right, dude. Hey, Dominic, what do you think about repost pages? And what would be some good strategy to grow more? Repost pages, if you have to follow my content over the past few years, months, I don't know, I'm not too big of a fan of repost pages per se, because I just see the value in building something that sticks to your name, for example, a personal brand or something, that's like directly connotated to your business. That's just my, this is how I do my things. I have a lot of sales. For example, I do have an Instagram, a ghost follower service, and just, because I want to share everything with you, it's making around about $1,000 per week right now. And I don't promote it. I just have one video, and I have the link in my description, and that's it. And this just would probably not happen if people would not connect my face and my person and my content to it. If, for example, you had like an Instagram growth specific channel without a person behind it, there's just a lot of trust that's happening. So probably sales would not be as good. But all, depending, there's a lot of elaborate strategies that you could do with the repost pages, a lot with Facebook pixels, a lot with funneling people somewhere, with building a brand somewhere else in the back end, for example. So in that case, of course, good idea. But, just generally speaking for the long term, and if you use it to kind of grow something else on the site as well, go for it. But I can just vouch for having a personal brand or something for the long run, because very important. So, fancy art. Thanks for everything. I'm viewing tutorials on YouTube. That's why they weren't on my Insta. Oh, there you go. That's good. But here's the thing, fancy art, and we reviewed him earlier. I wouldn't have known that. You have your YouTube link in there, but I had no idea you were doing tutorials. Tell people you do tutorials on your YouTube. Put that in your bio. Put some short snippets on your Instagram, maybe on IGTV even, so you have a little bit more metrics and maybe it gets pushed a little bit more. With a call to action saying, okay, the full tutorials are on my YouTube channel. So, Thibaut Grandjean, are you related to the Formula One driver? I don't know if he's still driving. I don't know if you speaking about earlier, we said, for example, things that I'm really thankful for. For example, I was invited to Formula One, which is something I'm more than grateful. I had a really nice time with a lot of those people there. Shout out, by the way, if anybody of you watches, right? But if you're related to Grandjean, tell him I said hello. Okay, someone tag. Oh, Daniel Brame. I'm sure you're from Germany, based off your name. I know you. I know you from somewhere, dude. Ava Sam has kindly asked for a review. Cute stuff online. Growth is getting slower these days. Any thoughts? Okay, just because it's you and you were asking. So what's your name? I lost. Cute stuff online. What do you want to do with it? You know, I want to know what your intentions are. You want to sell stuff? Unicorn. You just want to grow a community or what? By the way, I wish I could review any of you, all of you guys, but it's very hard. It's very hard. By the way, we're doing one or two more, and then unfortunately, I just have to go, which is very sad for me. Seeing as we were on already for almost 2 hours. Wow, time flies by while having fun. So cute stuff online. What do you do? Like, what's your goal with that? You want to sell stuff? If you want to sell stuff, I don't see too much of you selling. See, this is what I like. I'm a super big fan of these things. You know, these community building things. You do have 54,000 followers, but yes, I see that growth has been kind of slow. I see that engagement kind of is low. This video either hit the viral thing, which I believe it is, or you promoted it. And this is like another technique of growing, actually, another hidden technique of growing, which I have never revealed, and I believe nobody has revealed it yet. Which has to do with exactly. Let me just go over here. Sorry. No issues. I already forgot what I drew here, which has exactly to do with that. If you guys know what I mean. Meaning, these kinds of viral things. You could use these to put an ad on the Explore page and optimize it. Tell me right in there, bars, top, bottom, for more stuff like this. Follow me here, for example, and optimize it in your what's it called, caption. And just by doing this, you could do you could hit the growth. If you do it the wrong way, it's gonna get expensive really easily. But if you find some sort of viral stuff and do some engagement-driven ads on the Explore page, huge potential. And the more seeing as it is some viral thing. And here's the thing: with those ads, you don't have you can't boost the post. You have to put an ad in there. That's not gonna show in your feed. That's why you can definitely put in some reposting content, even though it might not work with your feed. And this is like the golden nugget that I'm gonna give you right here, in this stream, because stream. Did I say dream? Anyway, okay, you sell unicorn stuff, but I don't see a link. I don't see nothing. You definitely want to change that. You want, you want to have a funnel. You want to take a person comes in, say they see unicorn stuff here, like, okay, and then what's happening? I want to buy this, whatever that is. Bubblegum nails. I want to buy it. What do I do? Hit you up via DM. I think I talked about it my last video, but people just don't want to do it. People, they just don't have the time. They have to have it easy. They have to click somewhere, not DM you, not email you. They have to click somewhere, be taken somewhere, and there, and being kind of naturally led towards a sale. And if you're a little bit smart about it, do some retargeting, all the stuff. Maybe YouTube ads, which is something, if you want me to talk about YouTube ads, which is something very underrated right now. So, my friends, you know, it's kind of getting late. My voice is, I'm losing my voice, even though I love this thing here. I really love this show. If you would like me to do a show like this every now and then, just tell me. I love what's going on in the comments section. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my friends. Yeah. So, a couple of more questions. You know, a couple of more minutes, and I'm just gonna have to say goodbye. So, if you have some questions, drop them down below. And like I said, in the beginning of the stream, we were talking about YouTube. So if you really want to talk about, if you want me to talk about some YouTube strategies, because there's a lot possible, my friends, I'm definitely going to do that. Yeah, in the meantime, yeah, if you're interested in, you know, a lot of tactics like this, you know, basically the way I set up my brand to, you know, have sales in my agency, have, I believe, 150,000 revenue in the past few months with my agency, even though right now, if you see my latest video, it's not anymore like that, but thankfully so I do have a personal brand. And all of these things, setting up your own brand in a way that I did it, I do have this program called Influencer Academy, which it's not a pitch right now, don't worry, because it's closed. There's a wait list though. If you go to go.heydominic.com/academy, there's a wait list. Never told it to anyone. I'm just going to write it there. I'm not sure if that link works. You know, if you sign up, you're going to get this amazing PDF. As soon as it's done, it's not done yet, but it's going to be done in a couple of days. Yeah. So, my friends, the fancy art, definitely start doing a show. Yes, I will do we're going to do late night show. We're going to have some people on. You know, I'm going to try to have some people streaming live here. Maybe even have some people here in my amazing studio. Or in the other studio, which is my office, which I'm right now not in the office. Ava Sam, anytime. Yeah. So, my friends, I think it's time. You know, every good thing has to end at its peak. I think. Oh, this is still open. I think this is it for today. I'll see you in a couple of days. It was a pleasure. It really was a pleasure talking to you. You know, let me know in the comments what you think about this. Streams like this, I kind of enjoy it. You know, like I said, I'm gonna do a show. And I'll see you in a couple of days on my videos. I'll see you on my Instagram. Hit that subscribe button because we're still having only a few more people left to, you know, let me just check really quickly. Oh, 10 people subscribed in the meantime. So right now we just need 32 more people until we hit that 20K mark. And this, if we hit this, we're going to make a special stream just around that. I'm going to prepare a lot of giveaways. I'm going to give you a lot of things because I want to give you back to you. Because you're my internet friends that I never really see in real life. You might be super weird strangers. And you are super weird strangers. Because I kind of check my DMs in my comment section. Let me just shout out a comment that I got earlier. Shout out to Psh Psh. That's his name or her name. Literally 6 minutes of nothingness. And also shout out to Hudson Metrics. Let me just show you here. Shout out to Hudson Metrics. Number 1, you think you're cool, but you're not. Trust me. Where's number 2, dude? Okay, next thing is Alex AGC. Okay, so basically he's talking shit. There's not even an exclamation. All right, see? Here's the thing. This is life as a YouTuber. 3 comments at a row just trying to, you know, shit on me. Which, you know, it's a free country. You can definitely, I see your points, and definitely I thank you for that. Shout out to Flip Abroad, by the way. We reviewed his YouTube channel at the beginning. Shout out to everybody who joined. Shout out to everybody who kind of donated here on the stream. I hope I used. I tried to give you. Yeah, I know, JMPC. You will give something free at the end. Here's the thing. Go to go.heydominic.com/academy. You're gonna put in your email. You're gonna get this PDF for free in a couple of days. And like I said, unfortunately, we haven't met the 20K mark, which I didn't expect anyway. But in a couple of days, we're gonna hit it. We're gonna do another live stream, and then there's gonna be a lot of free stuff coming to you. So thank you so much, my friends. Really grateful. My voice is just gone. And as you might know, at the end of the videos, I never know what to say. So I'm just gonna might end it. So I'll see you later. Bye-bye. I don't know what to say. Come on. All right. Bye. 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 You're still here?